And to shed more light on this topic, I'm so delighted to be accompanied over the phone by Professor Dr. Ali Islam, the former chairman of the Egyptian Atomic Energy Authority. Well, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Thank you so much for being with us in Cairo local time.
Thank you.
Well, Doctor, of course, we want to shed more light on the mega projects and the development that is happening actually in every corner of Egypt. So how does this establishment of such projects of Egypt's first wind turbine manufacturing plant shift the national position from an importer of clean energy technology to a regional hub?
That is a new project, is actually in accordance with the Egyptian strategy to diversify the energy sources and especially to concentrate on renewable energy sector. The strategy of Egypt is to enhance the contribution of renewable energy, and maybe in the next 2 years it will reach to 45% of the energy mix. This is an ambitious plan which necessitates that the local contribution of Egyptian part is not just to manufacture or import ready-made factories, but to transfer the technology from the manufacturer and to be a regional hub to export also these components to African and Middle East region. And this development is very good, especially that the strategy is to use local currency in the manufacturing factory for the manufacturing components, and alongside that to build a 2 megawatt project in the North Economic Zone of Gulf of Suez. So it is an ambitious project which intensifies the cooperation also between different partners, not only the Ministry of Electricity, but all the other sectors in Egypt which will participate in this development, especially the private sector. So it has an economic benefit, and clean energy will result from this development.
Actually, Dr. Ali, you mentioned something very important, which is how is it important when it comes to economy? From, of course, an economic perspective, how do you see this project that it is executed in Egyptian pounds? How can help with the situation when it comes to inflation, when it comes to the mega projects that is being held here in Cairo, of course, with the directive of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, indulging lots of renewable energy and clean energy in all projects?
Yes, this strategy is very important, because we are looking for the future of the energy mix, because just burning our oil and gas to produce electricity, we will still have this component, of course, but we would like to reduce this to use this oil and gas reserves for more valuable petrochemicals and plastics and fertilizers industry. And so this economic development, especially that the storage component now, the price of building storage component for wind and electric and solar energy is reducing each time. So the economic value of these projects is very interesting now, and to have our local capabilities to decrease the import of just components, but to local cooperation between different entities in Egypt, not only the electricity sector, but also the other agriculture and desalination sectors in Egypt.
Well, Dr. Ali, I think this is the roadmap that His Excellency President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi is always drawing when it comes to the future. We are seeking more of energy, clean energy, electricity, not just for the mega project, but also for indulging lots of artificial intelligence, and the new era of that needs lots of capacity when it comes to the megawatts.
That's true, because actually using the artificial intelligence for the stability of the electrical grid, it has to be actually to enhance and building more capacities for the control through AI components, at which time any of these energy sources is more suitable at this particular energy time, and also with the connection that we are exporting some electricity through cooperation with Saudi Arabia and other partners to export excess energy and to exchange actually energies from these two countries. And it is then important to look at the whole project in a wider range of the economy of the whole economy of Egypt. It will benefit largely from these developments supported by President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, because he is looking also all the time for the future of the energy mix, and with the declaration of many international partners, they praise the Egyptian position and strategy for looking at the whole strategic sustainability of the country through cooperation in these all sectors.
Dr. Ali, I think we're now standing very steady when it comes to this sector. Actually, we're working parallel with our vision, with our 2030 agenda. We're working parallel with even expanding our reserve of electricity and clean energy. On top of that, this kind of, beyond generating clean electricity, actually, what kind of second economic ecosystem and employment opportunities does specialized turbine factories create? Because this is massive, and I think this is only the milestone for such projects.
Of course, this will help in reducing the inflation and offering real jobs in the participation, especially of the private sector, locally and international. So it will benefit the whole economy, and the employment will increase, and this is good for the whole country. If we look all the major economy of the whole economy of Egypt will develop, and with these sincere efforts of the government and the president, it will, we are looking in the future with hope and to benefit all sectors in Egypt, because electricity is a major component of the development. Without electricity, there will be no development of any sector.
Well, Dr. Ali, also we need to mention that speaking about Africa, speaking about the Middle East, speaking about even other roads when it comes to international trade. So Egypt now is the gateway when it comes to the African Horn or different part of the world, like connecting those countries when it comes to trade, when it comes to the maritime also trade. And also we are just implementing more of trade zones here in Egypt.
Yes, that's true. Because we are a hub for many activities, even, for example, in East Port Said projects for exporting even clean energy or clean hydrogen. It will participate in supporting the ships and to be a hub for exporting and the goods and containers. It will be in the middle of, because our location excellent location connecting Africa and North region with near to European market, and it will benefit from this as a hub for renewable energy and also the trade with Africa and the whole Middle East and Europe.
Well, speaking about that, also we see that how does this agreement serve as a blueprint for future partnership between the state, foreign investors, and local private industries?
Yes, the local private industry is actually the whole economy of Egypt. The plan is that the contribution of the local private companies in Egypt is actually increasing. And it is the major employment sector in Egypt is actually the private sector. So the government is interested to be a regulator and to offer support in terms of land allocation and different subjects which will have its privilege as a government, but to use our local partners, private sector, and with cooperation with the foreign private sector for exchange of technology, because these sectors are developing very quickly. So the exchange with the international community will benefit also the local private sector in Egypt.
Yes, Dr. Ali, we will continue our conversation, which is so insightful actually, but after a short break, we're going for Adan.
الله أكبر الله